my nights became so complicated. Can't recall my mornings, everything is fading. Maybe this is karma, definition of.
Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to another video. Welcome to a live, actually. Wanted to check in with you guys, get caught up, give you guys an update of what I got going on, and go from there. I hope you all have been having a great night. Now I'm on my Hey Sunrose, hey Cancer. Thank you, love. I really appreciate that. I'm on my phone, so um I'm gonna be doing the best I can with this thing. But yeah, I'm in Georgia again. My granddaughter has her first pageant tomorrow. I'm not really sure how this is gonna go, but we are definitely here in support. So I've spent the last 2 days traveling. And I'm gonna be honest, y'all, I do not travel alone very often. No, let me go look. Let me go look real quick. Oh Lord. What the hell have I done? Hold on, y'all. Let me know that y'all can definitely still hear me. I'm gonna pull it up on my other phone here and see what you wrote. But like I said, um, let me turn this way. I have been traveling the last 2 days, and so I was trying to get myself to Georgia. I have not traveled by myself in forever, especially not driving, y'all. I'm moving back to Georgia at the end of next month. So I have two vehicles. I needed to get one here. So I decided to save money instead of flying to Georgia. I drove. So it wasn't a horrible idea. And in theory, it was successful. But you guys, man, I had the worst experience in traffic in Atlanta that I have ever had. I know it was because, it was at the end of the trip. I was tired and I got caught in Atlanta in the dead middle of Friday afternoon after work traffic. And it was a lot. I mean, a whole lot. So that was that. Let me look in here real quick and see if I can see what you wrote. Cancer. Yes. Yeah, I think I'm looking at it. And I do see it. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much for the super chat, love. I miss you guys too. That's why I went ahead and just came on here. Hey, naturally me. But yeah, like I said, I miss you guys as well. And I wanted to tell y'all about my experience. I mean, I'm very what's the word? Very transparent about, did I have anxiety disorder, PTSD, and all the things. So it was just one of the, I guess, things you go through when you have those type of conditions. So it's not the worst thing, but at the same time, I don't want it to happen again. Because when I tell y'all, I was dead in the middle of traffic. Anxiety went to 2,000. It was really a lot. It was really a lot. And it just was. I'm gonna leave it at that. Or either maybe I'm just not ready to completely talk about it. But I still wanted to share that everything is good. I am here in Georgia. I am going to um post shorts throughout the day to give you guys a rundown of everything. This is new for me as a grandmother. This is new, just period. I'm excited. I'm so excited. But I also don't know what to expect come tomorrow. And then, she's two. I don't know how she's gonna act, if she's gonna be cool with everything that's going on, just nothing. So, I mean, this is just gonna be a welcomed experience for myself and my daughter, I guess, and her auntie, my other daughter. So, we suited and booted and ready, but we just don't know what we ready for. Because she could get on stage and just love everything, or she can be a 2-year-old, get on stage and look at people crazy because who are these people and why are they gawking at me? And it could be one of them situations. So we just don't know what's to come, but that's what tomorrow will hold. Yeah, I did make it here. Um, keep pushing. Like I said again, I was traveling by myself. I drove all night. My sleep cycle right now, because I've been in a lot of stress. I haven't been sleeping at night and things of that nature. So I had to drive when I was awake. Okay. So I did it. I left about 11 p.m. from Arkansas and I just drove all night. And then it was raining the whole time. That wasn't a great thing, but hey, you gotta go. Because and I left a day early to give myself room that if things happened or anything, caused me to be delayed, I had the time to be delayed. Nothing worse than being on the way somewhere and something happens and you can't get there, or there's a delay, then you stressed and you finna be late. So that was that on that. But I see I missed a lot. I missed Jazz possible 72-hour hold. Um, I think that video sounded somewhat fake. No, it was just like you didn't hear nothing. Then all of a sudden heard all this stuff. Thank you, Sunrose. Yeah, I'm glad I made it safe too. Because when I tell you, when I was in traffic, then y'all, I mean, I consider myself up on a lot of things. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. But so I told you I'm stressed out. I'm in traffic, and then I turn around and I see. Uh, I turned to the side because I had called my friend, and I was asking him something. I don't remember what it was. Just uh, oh, cancer. They said okay. Jazz was on live the other day, right? And then all of a sudden you start hearing a bunch of police and sirens and whatnot. So, and then we didn't see her online for like 2 days. So everybody was speculating that she had a 72-hour hold. Hey, Kiki, hear me? Let me know that y'all can hear me before I continue. Hold on. Can y'all hear me now? Okay, great, great, great. I don't know what happened. Maybe my earpiece died or something. I'm not sure. I apologize for that though. Hold on, let me make sure this sound is not interrupting us either. Okay. I don't hear any other sound, so hopefully we're good. But anyway, I was in the middle of traffic. I was driving down I-75/85 in Atlanta, right near downtown. Everybody's coming on, getting off work, et cetera, et cetera. And like I told you guys, I was tired from driving all night. So you know how when you're tired, you're short tempered or short in patience and all the things. So anyway, I'm moving forward. Um, my friend called me back because I had called him before the traffic got too heavy. I answered the little thing, when you hit the button on the phone. So I'm asking him, hey, how long is this traffic gonna last? Like I'm, freaking out. And he was like, oh blank, you done messed up. You right in the middle of traffic and it's Friday. So people want to go home. This is not gonna be good. You might just need to pull over, which freaks me out even worse. And so then I look to the side, y'all. I'm already tired a little bit. Stressed, anxious. He said, just pull over, just get off the road and I'll come get you. And then I looked to the right, y'all. It was a car next to me in traffic, and the car had nobody in it. So I'm looking like, what the fuck? I know I'm a little tired, but ain't nobody in that car. So I'm freaked the fuck out at this point for real because I think I'm hallucinating. But I did not know they had cars now on the road that drove themselves. Like that shit was crazy to me. But anyway, yes, back to our 72-hour whole story. But I just remembered that after something that was said ahead in the chat made me think of that. And then I was like, oh y'all, I want to tell y'all this. I'm sorry, Sumrose. Let's get back to what we were talking about. Anyway, yeah, so as I was saying, Cancer, um, she was live, something happened in her conversation, and she was trying to make people feel sorry for her like she does. But then I guess somebody took her serious, maybe called the police, which quite frankly, I, for the life of me, do not understand how people get to the point of knowing where people stay and calling the police. I knew, we knew she stayed here, she stayed there, but they must have known where she lived to be able to call the way that she did. So, no. But anyway, yeah. So that's how the 72-hour thing went, Cancer. And then the thing about it was she just disappeared. So I think she was playing into the story that she was going to try to use that eventually. Now, I'll be honest, I have not looked at anything she's posted since then, so I don't know if she actually did try to use the story, but whatever the case is, yeah, that's what I was referring to. Now, I can't wait to get back into some of these looks for Peach McIntyre. Also, do any of you guys watch Brianna, the girl who used to be called Miss Latruth, Mr. No, Miss Latruth, I said it right. Her and her baby Zaddy, Janelle. I think I'm gonna bring her back into the put her back on the docket. She got pregnant by the new guy. They had a set of twins, and I guess they recently broke up. And he requested visitation because I guess she is holding the kids from him. And yes, I watch her. We call her Liana. Oh, I like that name too, Cancer. Well, honey, we're gonna have to get back up into that business because I need to pull the docs on that one and put it out there. He requested just to have visitation so that he wouldn't have to go through the back and forth. And now she's asking for child support and all kind of things. Oh, you don't know her. Do you know who Mr. Latruth is, Kiki? He is a um musician here in or should I say there in the Atlanta area. His name is Latruth. That's his stage name. He was married to Brianna. Damn, what's her last name? Brianna. I can't remember her last name, but whatever her last name is, he was married to her. And, when she first got with him, she was giving her husband Latruth a hard time. Now, fast forward, she's gotten with the new guy, divorced the husband, and now it's going to be a repeat. So, yeah, we'll do a little backstory introduction of her and pull her back over. So we got to get updated on her. I also mentioned Peach McIntyre. When a man don't want her, she tries to keep their kids from the daddies. She has three different baby daddies. Battle, that's right, Battle. Her last name is Battle. Brianna Battle. And online, she's known as just being Brianna. I think that's her social media name. If you pull her up on IG, Kiki, you may not know her, but you may have seen her. She's pretty notable. Now, I just heard Janelle, which is her baby daddy. He's supposed to be starting to work with Tyler Perry here in the near future. Also, Tyler Perry is shooting something new that he's got going on, and he's looking for people to act. So that's something that I guess that's why he's shooting. Hold on one second. Let me just get this drink. Okay. But yeah, so we got to check that out. Now we talked a bit also about um Brene and Akira, her court date and all the things. Now I gotta look up and see what is going on with the Tim and ex-husband case, Tim and his cousin, because I think they too have the same thing coming. And I was told that that case is coming up rather soon. So I'm going to get that information for you guys as well. Um, but since the close of the Akira Brene case, Brene has went and sought new counsel. She had an attorney and then she dropped him. I think she felt like going into court without an attorney would give her an advantage because she would seem poor and destitute. But I mean, she's stupid because, girl, we see you. But anyway, she's went and gotten legal counsel since the case. Now, somebody had lied online and said that she had fled to Turkey. Was it Turkey? Somewhere out of the country. And quite frankly, that must not be true. Otherwise, uh, you know, she wouldn't be here to have a new attorney, but she's gotten a new attorney and they have submitted documentation to try to get the case appealed. Not to mention, she has entered some after what do they call it, post trial motions. So we need to look into that and see what the deal is with the motions. She's saying that I know part of it was they saying that some of the information was inaccurately presented, which is crazy since the opposing team had an attorney, and I'm sure she knows what she's doing. She had a team, as a matter of fact. Janelle is a D-list actor and always says he has big acting gigs than what he actually has. He sells body butter from his kid. What? I'm too weak. Now I will say this. I don't think he was pretty much, and he was a nobody anyway when she got with him, but she saw him, and like you said, he sold himself to be something that he wasn't. She thought that he was up and coming and that she was jumping on a bandwagon that was going to do more for her than it did. So I did notice that about him, but she really treated him like he was this big dude. Quite frankly, at first I thought he was kind of sassy. I ain't gonna lie. It's just something about how he used to act. So I was really, I don't know. I thought he kind of was shooting for the other team or whatever. But she was all into him and um, you know, loving what he had to offer, I guess. Um, but yeah, I'm interested to see how that's gonna go because I think, like you said, Cancer, she is going to put the situation out there in a way that's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a bunch of drama that doesn't need to happen, and those kids are going to be the ones that hurt the most. And that's very unfortunate for them. I mean, it really shouldn't have to be that, but it is what it is. Y'all, please hit the like button for me. But yeah, so we're gonna have to look into that. We're gonna look into the Brene case. Um, and it's something that this month has made me realize as well on a personal note. I know we all have lives. We're all living lives here. And we all have things that go on. And what I've learned is um, I don't think I've been handling my life very well, when, especially when it comes to time management, when I'm trying to do something over here and then trying to live a life over there. And I've noticed it. Hey, Kelly. I've noticed it because it's not only reflected in my earnings for the month, but it's reflected in my uploads for the month. I know that usually I'm uploading twice a day. You know, um, and going live pretty regular. Now, the last 2 months, I haven't done a lot of lives, but I've still consistently uploaded. And I do realize that that is something that is not consistent over here. And I'm sure it affects this channel. I appreciate having dedicated people who, when I'm here, they're here for me, or they come back and they watch. And I appreciate all of you for that. But I feel just like you give me your time, I owe you to get my shit together. And I'm sure I've said something before along the lines. Um, but I've enjoyed the last few months of being consistent. And now I feel like, okay, Burns, you going back off, you gotta get it together. So I'm definitely going to work on when I know I got stuff coming up, planning on how I make sure that I still will upload something. If we don't have an uploaded video, I definitely need to do a live or something like that. My goal every week is to have uploads out of 7 days in a week, at least five. And Saturday will be a complete down day. Sunday will be us coming back into the new week, and then Monday through Friday having my normal schedule of at least two uploads. That's the goal. And so I think where I've been off is not having an actual goal to achieve. So that way you can't really say, oh, I'm not measuring up to what I'm supposed to do when you don't have a set schedule. I know that when it comes to my channel and maybe others like mine, and the counterpoint parts have a more stable day-to-day life, they can give you like every afternoon, to expect them. If there's not going to be a live, they'll at least let you know. Or if they don't come, they'll be like, okay, I owe y'all this from that. So the reason they say they owe you is because that's something that they normally would have done had they not had the situation. So me having depression and PTSD, I know that my life isn't like everyone else's, but that still does not mean, just like I can sit here, if we're talking about my Jazzy life and she's saying she's depressed or whomever, just like Sky says she's got PTSD, blah, blah, blah. If we can expect her to still do her job as a person with a drawback like depression or PTSD, I mean, I have to hold myself at the same level or higher. Why? Because I'm sitting here talking about them. So it's just something I thought about and just wanted to mention it here. Um, that I'm gonna try to get that together as far as how I upload, what you can expect from me, et cetera, et cetera. So anyway, we mentioned Peach. I have been trying to figure out what Peach is trying to do. And when I say that, what I mean is, remember she was upset about the Veronica girl, because the Veronica girl did post saying different things, but I think this particular time Peach could have cussed her out and she did not. Um, and I think that situation could have been ugly, but this one time Peach didn't do the back and forth and do the act crazy. And the Veronica girl should have understood that if she don't want you advertising on her channel, that's what it is. But whatever the case is, I've seen other uploads. And when I seen the image that she had of the Veronica hair, which was the hot pink hair, um, it ended up looking better than it was as we saw the progression. Like it really looked different when the hair got to be where it was. So we're definitely gonna get back to that. Now again, tomorrow I probably won't have any uploads. I will be sharing some of my day with you guys. Hey Nikki. Um I'm just in here updating and catching up with you all since it's been some time, Nikki. I hope you've been doing well. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely share some of my day. We're gonna eat breakfast in the morning. Then my granddaughter has like a run through of the pageant. So her and my other daughter will go and do that. Then the pageant starts tomorrow at 4. So we're gonna um do that. At that point we'll go and actually be at the pageant. I'll show as much as I can, definitely. And then we go from there. So I'm going to enjoy bringing you guys along, and I hope that you will enjoy it as much as myself. I'll show you as much as I can, but I'm also going to do the best I can to enjoy the experience as well, by having my other daughter, my other granddaughter. Um, so I'm very excited about that, and I do hope that you guys are going to be looking forward, because I'm definitely looking forward to having some lives come up this week. Have you guys already planned Thanksgiving? What is everybody cooking? Or is everybody going traditional? Yeah, I'm here in South Georgia at my daughter's for a pageant tomorrow that my granddaughter will be in. So I'm definitely going to, like I said, share as much of that as I can with you guys. She is just a fresh 2 year old. Well, no, she's not freshly two. She turned two in March. So she's almost three. But, she's very active. She's very busy. She's very inquisitive. She talks a whole lot. So, it's just going to be interesting to see how she reacts to this. Because, some kids be all happy go lucky, then other kids, will you bring me something to drink? Then other children, when they get around people they don't know, they're gonna be looking like, why y'all looking at me? So we don't know what to expect tomorrow. Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna be down here until Friday, and then I will be headed back up to Atlanta, and then I'll be leaving to go back to Arkansas either Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. I have not scheduled my trip out yet. I'll do that probably Wednesday. So that's where that is. But we will be down here. Now, my daughters decided they did not want to go traditional when it came to food. Let me see, but somebody told me what they were having. Kiki, you said you're doing ham, greens, dress, and mac and cheese rolls. So you're not doing the turkey. My daughter said they did not want to go traditional, but we did not settle on. Well, no, I take that back. One of my daughters said they wouldn't mind having grilled food. The only thing about that is where we gonna grill at, because where we're staying at, we don't have a grill. But I guess we can buy a grill and put outside and grill. That's something we can do. But we are still gonna have dressing. We're still going to do mac and cheese. Um, and then we're gonna do uh whatever we cook on the grill. But we all want mac and cheese and dressing. So that's what I understand that we're gonna do. So I guess we'll go over to the Air Force Base Monday and do our shopping and start preparing. Oh no, cancer. But she's 22. Well, well, I hope well, okay, let me say this. For 2 year olds will not be having a talent. They have a lot of different things. And like if you have a big family, one of the events is just getting people to um donate to you. I forgot what they call it, people or something, and whoever wins has the most money in their little whatever they got. So that's a talent. But my granddaughter will be doing best hair and I think Best Style, I believe it was. I'm definitely going to show y'all her look. It is a cowboy themed event, and so um, I don't know what to expect. My daughters, we didn't do pageants. They were athletic type of kids. They did basketball. I mean, ball is life. I still say that to this day. So that's that's my wheelhouse. I don't know what to expect, but my granddaughter has so much personality that depending, uh, you know, it may be a good time or it may be a hot mess, but it's gonna be fun either way because I'm just committed to the chaos, honey. But yeah, we shall see how that's gonna go. Have y'all heard about Candy Burris filing for divorce? And what do y'all think about that? I just found out. I'm shocked. I thought they were well matched. Although her mother never likes anybody that she you know deals with, I still thought they were well matched. Um hey Reba. I didn't see you come in. Oh, I see you right there. Okay. Hey Reba. But yeah, I thought Candy and Todd were well matched, and I didn't know what was going on in their life. I just feel like I be having so much of my own shit going on that I keep up barely with who we talk about, and I just ain't caught that. But I do remember last year people talking about that. I thought it was a lie. I thought it was bullshit. Wait a minute, I just missed something. I was a little shocked here. Yeah, I'm shocked too. I wasn't expecting it. I really thought people was joking when they said it, but I guess not. Um, yeah, me too, Sunrose. I do wish them the best. They're both, good. They didn't rely on each other in that way. The only sad part now is the young kids. But at least they weren't like a lot of people who 1 second they're together, brand new baby, like Cardi was with Offset, pregnant with his child and decide to divorce. It was like, girl, if you already knew you was having problems, why would y'all keep making kids? That shit is crazy to me. And then she's pregnant with Offset. She files for divorce. She finally decides to go through with the divorce. Baby comes, and then you eventually start dating a new guy, and you actually get pregnant by the guy when your last baby's not even a year yet. So you just don't wrap it up at all. It's just so unwise. And I get that it's clear that Cardi loves kids. Right. But that goes back to what I talk about on my channel sometimes. These moms that it's like, is it just because you can afford it that you should just have all the kids in the world? I'm not gonna say all the kids you want, because obviously they can do what they want. And unlike a lot of people, she's not out here with 4 kids and needing social service help. So we don't have that to worry about. But I don't know, it just seems to be unfair to the kids. I can't even say they're making it hard for themselves because she can have a nanny, each kid can have a nanny, all the things. But um the why of it all just makes no sense to me. But she is a mess anyway. But And then Cardi is leaving in January to go on tour. So I guess that's gonna be interesting as well. It was something else I wanted to discuss with you guys. I got a few other things that's gonna be coming up that I want to talk about, but I really kind of want to wait till they happen, and then discuss them. I had somebody come into my chat though, and they was asking me about let me pull it up. Um my update that I did in reference to what's her name? Peyton, Peyton Charles. So, I had oh, it's right here. I had mentioned, that someone had said something to me in reference to her being involved in some kind of litigation. And so I took the time to go and search everywhere to look for the litigation, to just get abreast of it, because y'all know how I am. If that was something, since we had started talking about her and brought her in, I wanted, I'm wanting to follow the story if we can. Child, I guess that'd be the problem. I'd be trying to follow every damn body. But whatever the case is, um, we discussed that. I looked for the litigation and I saw no litigation. Let me see what you said, Nikki. I think she should have waited until she was divorced before having another baby, but that's just my opinion. No, I mean, and then that would have given Blossom time to be the baby, to be treated like the baby. It would have given her time to bring in her new album, do her tour, enjoy her relationship. I mean, she enjoys the physical part of it quite naturally. But it's like, girl, you know, get to know this dude. Here you are, you had a baby. They may have been together the last year, right? You still in litigation with your estranged husband. So that's that. Um, Now you have this baby, but you really don't know this dude. You spent 9 months pregnant. You probably only dated him for 4 to 6 months before you got pregnant. So, with that being the case, you don't know shit about him. He's got, I think, two to three other children that was just birthed by him, by other women, all different women, and all of them are under 2 years old. So, and I think he's got two, if I remember correctly, under 1 year old. So it's like, damn, you don't know him. You don't know how all of this is going to go. Like, it was stupid. I just feel like it was stupid to jump and have a baby. I mean, you don't have to let everybody you sleep with shoot the club up. I mean, geez. Yeah. Now, is he got more babies coming now? Or are you referring to the ones right before her child? And now the only thing I think that Cardi got lucky about, he may be more attached to this baby since it's a boy. I don't think he has any other sons. But him and his mom are very put together. Is I mean not put together, but they're very close. And it's like, I don't. It's just a lot. And then his mama probably side on the hell out of Cardi because, like, damn, bitch, you is in the public and you kind of trollopy. Like, I don't know. It don't look good. It does not. But I digress. But yeah, that shit is kind of crazy. It really is. Like, and I know. I really done any kind of okay. The shit Can y'all hear me now? It may be this earpiece. One second. I had an earpiece. It wasn't working. I was talking to you guys, but I think it popped back on and it may be low on fuel, as it were. So it may be why the quality is poor. So let me find the case for the earpiece and put that bad boy up, and then we can go on about our business. I'm also looking for my damn watch. Y'all, I'm down here, can't find this. I left home with two watches and one of. Let me know if y'all can hear me now. Give me one moment. I want to make sure that y'all can hear me. I'm gonna give y'all a second to make sure that that one is off, so we'll be together. Okay, one second. Hey guys, our membership is now open. Come check it out and join us. See you there. Membership is not only a benefit for you, but it's a great way to promote the channel. Hey guys, our membership is now open. Come check it out and join us. See you there. Membership is not only a benefit for you, but it's a great way to promote the channel. Hey guys, our membership is now open. Come check it out and join us. See you there. Membership is not only a benefit for you, but it's a great. Okay. Everybody says yes. Hey Ron, welcome to the chat. Let me make sure I ain't miss nobody else. Okay. Yep, that's Cardi. Caught up in the physical act. I am gonna say this though. This is completely off subject and super random. Um, she her new music is kind of fire. Some of it anyway. Some of it anyway. And I mean, when I say she got that gangster act thing down, not gangster act, because I don't think Cardi acts. She's exactly who she presents to be. But she does have it down. Like who she is who she is. And her music is really her. And I really like her music. So anyway. Um, but let's get back to our conversation. We was talking about Hood and her babies, and then we was talking about Peyton Charles. So somebody came into my somebody came in. Oh, that was you, Ron, 28 minutes ago. Hey. Now this wasn't the one I was referring to, but let's go ahead. You said I enjoy your channel because you're open-minded and will clarify things. You don't harass anyone, but you keep it a buck. I appreciate that. I appreciate it for several reasons because I mean, I feel like that's what commentary is. At least that's what it is for me. Um, I'm just talking about what's going on, and I'm using my personal experiences to talk about things like back to Peyton. Okay, she's pregnant with twins. She could be pregnant with one. The story is the fact that she's pregnant. Is she grown? Yes. Is she relying on anyone to help her do anything? No. Now, the elephant in the room that people don't want to talk about is the fact that she's got a daughter. People want to talk about the fact that her daughter wasn't there all the time. Who the hell knows why? That's not a part of her story online. That's not something I've heard her or anyone who's done commentary on her talk about. So, with all of that being the case, it's not something that we can talk about. The fact is, she is a consenting adult. She got pregnant. She's having her child, like she said, her blessings. People are making it a tumultuous situation by harassing her, stalking her, things of that nature. Now, the other part of it is people talking about it. Come on. Peyton is a conversation. So people are going to talk about it. They're going to talk about her. They're going to talk about what she has going on. I mean, all the things, right? So she needs to understand that. I think that she gets caught up in the fact of people talking about her. She does not like that. And because of that, she, tends to be aggressively, what's the word? I don't even know what to call it. But anyway, she does what she does. Some people she talk about them. Some people she block them. Some people she strike them. I mean, whatever she can do. Now I'm gonna be honest because I have a recent situation. I requested somebody has used my content. I've had several people use my content. As long as it was done the way it was supposed to be done, I don't have a problem with it, right? So that's that on that. Um, but when it becomes a problem, I become vocal. So I had a young lady use some of my video. This woman is very odd. She's really weird. She is, to me, a little mentally unstable, um, and a lot of other shit. I don't want to make it about her because she loves that. She thinks everybody talks about her. That's another part of it. What's that song? You're so vain. You probably think this song is about you. Yeah, she's one of those. Um, but anyway, when I mentioned uh, people coming and saying something in my comments, I was referring to that comment. Um, and I don't see it now that I want to talk to you guys about it. But anyway, the Peyton thing is this. She's grown, she's having a child. Is it easy to be a single mother? No. That's my comment. That's my commentary. Would it have been better that she was in a relationship? Yes. But okay. I mean, a lot of our lives, we are presented with situations that are what they are. It's nothing you can do about them. It's nothing you can do about how it was presented to you. Life just came at you, and you just did what you had to do. Some battles you win, some battles you lose. So she got pregnant. She did. She couldn't control when it happened. I mean, because if we could all control when we got pregnant, hell, number one, 25% of the kids in the world wouldn't be here. Another 25 of the multiples probably wouldn't be multiple. Um, and the other 50 people, 50% probably would happen because motherfuckers just ain't smart enough to use the control that they have. So that's just how I feel, right? Um, I want to read that one. But the baby is here. She is not married. Oh well. You have to deal with life, however. She is somebody who can either put her children in daycare, but if she's as papered up as one presents to be, she will probably have a nanny for two kids in her home, that would be the easiest way to do it. She could make sure she has cameras all over her house. If she works outside of the home, the cameras allow her to consistently see her children. She will have the person that is in the house taking care of the kids. Uh, Damn, son, bro, that's a good. I mean, you just slapped me in the mouth with that one because we have to be honest. Do we really have ultimate control over having kids? Yeah, abstinence. That's ultimate control. You can 100% control becoming pregnant by not having sex. You're right. Can't even front. And it don't even matter if it's patent or not. However, um, now if you're someone that doesn't believe in, you know, AB, you still can control it by abstinence. She did not abstain. I think that let's just, for the sake of this conversation, say baby daddy is who everybody thinks it is, right? Okay, so we're gonna move forward with that. So, with that being the case, um, um, with that being the case, she probably found out in conjunction of finding out that he was cheating about it. I want to talk about that for a second because that's something that I've thought about outside of talking on the channel. Right, the video. Once I was doing kind of my, I call it recon by being ex-military, but when I was doing my little homework to just try to, be abreast of what I'm talking about because I don't like to really converse on a bunch of stuff I'm unaware of, right? So I just try to know a little bit something about something. Um, so with that, I seen the situation. I seen the video when she was saying she was finding out about the guy that the girl contacted her. That they decided to all meet at the bowling alley. When they met there, he got physical with the girl. And it was an ugly situation. She felt bad. She didn't know what to do. She was shocked. She was all these things, which I mean, a lot of us would have been. Um, but when she talked about it in the aftermath, she was so fucking calm. It was like, damn, girl. I don't know. It just, to me, it was like, and if this was somebody I really cared about, and I'm thinking this is bae for real, like I probably would have been devastated. And I just was like, damn, she she was just so freaking calm. She just was. So I just thought it was interesting. Uh Here's the message I wanted to go over with you guys. But anyway, but yeah, she could abstain. But so let's just say anything going on with Keontae and Tanea. Now Keontae, I think well, for one, he got the kids for the weekend. He does have the kids for the weekend. Um, I think Tanea is trying to butter him up because let's be honest. I just keep jumping around, but I'm just answering y'all questions. Um, it is hard to find someone, one person, cousin, sister, auntie, whoever, to keep 5 kids. So if he can have the boys with their dad and the other 3 wherever he can put them, I mean, wherever she can put them, it would be better. So um, that's that on that. That's what I know. We will definitely be getting caught up with him. Now he did, because remember I brought up the fact that he has not filed um a new divorce. So what I did find out about that was when he went to file the new divorce, they probably gave, because of the fact that he had just filed, they probably told him that Um, he didn't have to file a new one. The case that they sent to Walton County is being transferred back to Fulton County, which is what, when he said he was refiling, I was trying to reach out. He doesn't have Instagram anymore, so I couldn't reach out to tell him don't pay that fee again. Just have the other one either reopened or have it transferred back if they transferred it out. Well, the information got to him, so that was good. Um, where things go from there with him, I'm not sure. I do know that they're supposed to be bringing that one back, but he mentioned something about doing the whole new filing. But fast forward, I think she's trying to butter him up. And I think she's doing it because otherwise, where's all them damn kids gonna be at? I mean, I guess she has some people. We don't know everybody she know, but I don't know. I don't know how this gonna work out. It's gonna be interesting. I just hope and pray she does have somebody to keep them kids and don't be in a situation how she do. I don't care what nobody say. She's probably had to at least once or twice leave them kids by themselves because her mouth gets her into so much BS. I'm not saying she does leave her kids, so ain't nobody got to come on here talking about you lying. I'm reporting you because I just seen that in the while I'm talking to you, I'm looking at the comments to see if it's anything I want to discuss. I need to do that more often too, to kind of just get more connected with you guys when you ask questions, go over them, things of that nature. So yeah. But you said you think he's going to watch them when she goes into labor. He claims he is not. But let's be honest. Keontae has not had the opportunity to see his kids, right? If she asked him to watch the kids while that happens and Bubbles is okay with it, why not? Even though people are going to have shit to say at the end of the day, those are his two children that he loved. They love him. He takes good care of them for what we see. And he the daddy. Why not watch your kids? Don't worry about what nobody say. F what everybody say, because see, when he over there feeling the type of ways, heart heavy, because he can't see his children, don't nobody have to go through that but him. So if he chooses to let people call him a sucker and all these things to keep his kids, okay. Because at the end of the day, that's time he gets with his kids, and that's time they get with him. Can't get that back, baby. The time is the one thing you can't get back. So that's that on that. Interesting. Bubbles seems adamant that she does not want the triplets. No, I don't. I'm not talking about the triplets. I'm talking about the two that's his flesh. Now, with all that has happened and how we have seen those triplets act, too grown for their britches and all the things. Some roles I wouldn't want them in my house either, especially if they lied on me. And let's be honest, we don't know if them kids really lied on that girl, but who the fuck cares? Who needs that in their life? From some kids that's not bound to you anyway. From a mother who always got some shit to say. Don't nobody need that shit in their life. So if you don't want them damn kids there, okay. Only a fool should have something to say. But those are his children. Time he cannot get back. So if he has to use her misfortune to take advantage of a situation, damn do it. That's what the fuck she does. She's a manipulator. Hell, use her on her. If you want to see your damn kids, you go see them damn babies. And don't give a shit what nobody say. Because them your babies. And at least you a father trying. I know a whole bunch of them out there ain't. And don't give a damn. He is sitting here living his life out loud. He opens himself for all of us to have an opinion. And quite frankly, if it's good advice, great. But he's got to live that. None of us walked through the fire with him. None of us are stepping on the coals with him. None of us is calling him saying, let me put 10 on their damn child support. None of us is doing nothing. When they need shit and he got to run up and down the road, none of us are there. So at the end of the day, baby, this is commentary. You know, sometimes some of the people who watch, not a lot of the reactors, but a lot of people who watch in the audience, they get too caught up. Just like this message on this Peyton Charles new update, and then what did Peach say? Blah blah blah. On that video, I had a comment come back. Now he claims the triplets as his own, son Rose. He loves them as his own, but it is very clear that he is not biologically their child. Now she's big to say stuff about him, not spending time with the kid, triplets, not doing nothing with them when it benefits her. But any other time, she's quick to let him know that he don't have no rights there. Them ain't his kids. And how many times has that girl alluded to the fact that he is a type of individual who could be inappropriate? I wouldn't take her fucking kids down the street. And that's sad, but it's true. It's one thing that she a messy female and she keep up drama. It's something totally different how she has come out here and been vulgar when it comes to him and suggested, she ain't never said it, but she suggested some very unwelcoming things when it comes to him. No, I wouldn't take them out if I and even if he, because he does love them enough that, you know, if push come to shove, he'll try to be there. As Bubble, as his girlfriend, I would tell him, I'm sorry, they can't come here. They done lied about my house. They done said the stuff that Tanae has said, and I'm willing to bet half of that shit is a lie, but it's still been said, and he can't get that back. He can't get that shit, that smut off his name back. So no, I wouldn't. I probably wouldn't try to go there with her. I would just stay in my lane, which means do what I gotta do with my kids, and I would leave it at that. To be honest with you, Sunrose, I really would. And I don't think that he'll even go down that road because I think he really tired of dealing with her with the unnecessary. When he don't really be trying to do whatever. Maybe he was playing her, but he was just manipulating her in a way that it worked for him, just like she was doing, right? Uh, I mean, I don't know what to say about that. He does. He puts out a lot dealing with her. He tries to keep everybody happy. He understands with this girl, me trying to deal and be in my kid's life is a lot. And he knows he has absolutely nothing else he can do but deal with it. And I think that he's trying to find a new way because he's got to deal with it. But I think he's trying to find a new way, and that is why he is trying to do it the legal way. And I mean, it's hard for a young man like him that doesn't have not a lot of knowledge in that area and not a lot of people who could help him in that area. But he's still trying to be up to the task, and I respect him for that. You know, you can't ask for nothing else. You really can't. Um, but yeah, you really can't. Doesn't he? And in reference to what you said about that Sunrose, it seems like his relationship is changing. The thing that's changing Keontae's relationship with the triplets primarily is being with Bubbles. Not that he wanted it to change. He at first he was getting a triplet, but that's something Tanae can uh, change about it. Not to mention, I think he's starting to realize, and he may not even have realized this. Bubbles probably realized it. This girl's saying some very, uh, she's saying some things that could really spark a lot of problem in Keontae's life. This not what we gonna have, and she has to protect not only her home but her space and now her peace, especially because she got that little girl to worry about, and I don't blame her. And then, you know, You don't know what to expect from those kids because they will be disrespectful. They love their mama because she all they got for 100%, whether it's right or not. They don't realize that she's the problem a lot of times. And with all of that, I would kind of be concerned about having them in my house. I really would, because she got a child to think about, and I'm not saying that they would do something, but you always err to the side of caution. Really, cutie? Why do you think? But you know what, cutie, she doesn't have to worry about Tanae. She said that's Keontae problem, and the thing about Tanae, I mean, about Bubbles is she real girl grown. Some women be so insecure about they dude, they gotta be in everything. Some women just want to control things because they feel like they need to, so they gotta be in everything. Bubbles don't give a fuck. And she's made it clear. If Keontae goes out there and mess up, that's not gonna be Bubbles doing something. That's gonna be Keontae changing their situation. That's why he has to make sure to keep his nose clean and stay away from her because she a liar. I don't think that she give a fuck about Tanae. Bubbles went into that once they decided to get serious with one another. Because when they first met, she was honest. We was just what we was. Like she was grown, he was grown. And I mean, it ain't shit we could say about that. When they got serious enough to be in a relationship and cohabitate and all the things, baby, she opened up Keontae to something he ain't never had before. And that was a woman who was more into herself enough to handle her own business. See, Tanae always gonna be at a disadvantage to anybody she deal with because she a sorry ass female. She don't want to work. She ain't got shit. She don't want to work for shit. She wants to use for shit. So with that being the case, she's always got to have an angle. She's always got to have manipulative or creative control of a situation because that's the only way she gonna have something. See, Bubbles don't need Keontae. She want Keontae. That's the difference. That other girl, she probably wanted him, whether it was for the right reasons or not, but even more so, she needed him. You know what I mean? So, I mean, if he fuck up, I agree. Bubbles will get the fuck on. She will not think twice about it. She will probably be hurt about it, but she will not think twice about it. And I don't know if I've said this to you guys before, but I have said it. I think that Bubbles was okay with their relationship and all the things, but I think Bubbles got her baby because she wanted her baby. She knew what having unprotected sex could do for her. She knew his situation. But regardless to whether it was him that she was with at that time or whomever, Bubbles, I believe, was open to having a child. And it wasn't for him, it was for her. And so you can't never go wrong when that's where you're coming from. Now, am I advocating for single parenthood? No. Am I advocating for their situation to be like it is? No, it just presented how they chose to present it. But in my personal commentary, I don't think Bubbles ain't gonna be broken up, fucked up, or anything if shit don't go right with Keontae. And I still think Bubbles is cool with that. She understands that no matter what happens with him, Clover is good. And I really believe that's where she comes from. But I think she's intentional at making him understand I love you in spite of your drama. I still love you, and I'm gonna be here until you fuck over me. Then it's gonna be a problem. I think that Keontae finally has a female that he cares enough about to be serious and intentional about, to make the effort to not try to fuck up over her. Because he could have been out there in the streets. Keontae is Atlanta. That song, I'm So Atlanta, he is so Atlanta. He acts Atlanta. He looks Atlanta. He talks Atlanta. A lot of the people here, people think that because this is a big metropolitan area, it's all these a certain type of people here. No, they country is fuck, but they hustle like crazy. They always got their hands in as much shit. They all want the American dream, and they all out there trying to get it in their way. And that's Keontae. Now, Keontae, Tanae, because of who she is, I ain't gonna say she ain't good for him because she's so Atlanta too. She's the female version of the I'm so Atlanta. I done lived here for years. What's this, 2025? I moved here in 1999 to Georgia. Um, I left last year. So I've been gone at this point. We moved to Arkansas right before Thanksgiving, I believe. Yeah, right before Thanksgiving. And here it is, Thanksgiving again. That'll make a year that I've been in Arkansas. But right before New Year's, I'll be back in Georgia. And I know these women, I know these people. And I'm just, I learned to expect people to be exactly who they are. And that's what we got. That's exactly what we have. Them being exactly who they are. And that just is what it is. I don't know. Sometimes it takes something life changing, like having a baby, to make you step back and look at your situation. And you know what? I can't disagree. Honestly, her life, it has to change because she does have to look at things differently. But this is the thing I think that has also changed, cutie pie or cutie angel. I think that Keontae understands what he has. He understands what he did to himself by now he has two children with Tanea. He knows who she is. But the best and worst thing that happened for him and to him is he met Bubbles. It's the best thing because she's a woman that is different from any woman that he's fucked with. She don't need him. She wants him. That's not something he used to. So that already was different. And she carries herself in a traditionally, she carries herself in a non drama type of way. And I think that he does see the toll that the Tanea situation puts on their life. Because, like y'all said, if it gets to be too much for her, she out. And he know that. And see, Bubbles can leave at any time because she don't need Keontae. And so because of that, I think that he puts in the effort. And this is where the worst part comes from. The worst thing for Tanae about Keontae meeting Bubbles is Keontae understands how life it is now without that type of chick. Drama, manipulative, arguing, raunchy, ghetto. He understands that life now and he likes it. She done took the boy to church. Tanae ain't worried about that shit. She worried about all the freaky shit, the raunchy shit. What can I do to this ninja to make him act exactly like I want to act? I want him to act. What can I do to make this situation work for me? And with that, Keontae got a whole different outlook on relationships. And that's the worst thing that could happen because, at first he fell easy back into Tanae's trap. He ain't doing it. He fighting for his life to stay away from her and to have the life that he had. How many times did y'all hear him say, "My queen Bubbles," and I'm not finna let her be stressed out? Why you think he took them kids back so quick? It wasn't even for him. It wasn't even for the kids. It was for his overall situation because he understands just what y'all just said. Bubbles is a decent girl. She ain't no hood chick. She come from a little something and she know how to have something. She got her own place, her own fucking vehicle, a supportive family that's not only supportive in a call and I love you, baby, because you can get that from the likes of any parent, like a Jasmine. But they stand 10 for her and they can do something to help her. If she decided right now to leave everything she got somewhere immediately to go, and she got everything that she got, she can get it again with her family. She don't need that nigga. And that's a different kind of situation when you with somebody just because you want to be with them and you don't need nothing from their ass. Oh yeah, Keontae got to be on his shit. I really think Bubbles want a baby. I really don't think she want him anymore. That's interesting. Well, time is definitely gonna tell, Khadijah. That we gonna see it. We'll see it in her actions. But I feel like the way Bubbles act, she's always been that person. She's very carefree. Free. She cares about Keontae because she wants to be with him, not because she need his ass. And I believe he know that. I don't know if she said it, but it seems like that they communicate a lot. It seems like that they communicate very well. And so whatever the situation is, I think that these are two people in it because they want to be, and that does change the change everything. But I agree. I think that she wanted that baby, so she got what she wanted. So I think she cares about the guy, but let me see. That's why when she left the hospital, she went to her mom's house. Yeah, because they was gonna be there for her regardless. And I think he had already got hired at his job, and they knew that he wasn't gonna. It didn't matter whether he could be there or not. His family was gonna be there for him, and that's what it was. Oh, you want to come too? Yeah, that's what it was, and that's what it was supposed to be. See, Tanae, and I mean, let's be honest. We don't know a lot about Tanae's mom, but what we do know, it's a lot of her mom and daughter, and vice versa, right? So she could be just as bad, or Tanae could just be lying on some of it. I believe that it's a bit of both. I don't think that she's completely as bad as Tanae put her out there to be, but I do think she's a MFer. She's something to deal with. With me saying that, my point is she don't have even mom to fall back on. I don't think that situation with her mom had to go the way it is. I think it happened the way it happened because Tanae threatened her mama. I think that she threatened her. When you get a no contact order, the person is notified and then you go to court and then they make the decision to make it what it is. But when they issue an actual protection order without court, it's called an ex parte protection order. They do that because there's something in that situation that was so serious that they put it in place at the level that it was without court for a reason. No, Tanae has a younger brother, the one that lived in the house with them. He's like a teenager now, sorry. Um, there's him and there's her, and that's it. Tanae got a rental car and got her nails done, but can't get the boy's haircut. Yeah, cause she don't give a shit. Tanae is absolutely happy with her situation. Long as she can hustle up a way to pay her rent and do what she can for herself primarily, and sell her situation in a way that she still got boxes coming out her house, that's what it's gonna be. How many times since we've all been watching Tanae have any of you seen her go and buy for her kids? And I ain't talking about income tax time. How many times have y'all seen her just go and be about her kids? I ain't talking about lying to the subscribers so they'll send shit. I'm talking about just going to the store to do something for her children. No big income tax check, nothing. Just because I'm their mother and I'm gonna make sure they good. I can't remember one damn time that I've ever seen Tanae order anything or buy anything for her kids. Any of them, to be honest. When she first moved in that house, do you know she did a get ready for school with me for the kids, right? The girls, the triplets. This was before she got the boys back. Do you know them kids was actually recording their self while she was in the bed? That's when I first noticed that one of them triplets, the whole side of their damn head is gone. Ain't no hair over them. Now that's not that baby fault. She's still adorable, but that's what it is. That's exactly what Tanae wants. Tanae thinks she's some kind of chick that people supposed to take care of her. I don't know why the fuck. Cause she not. I'm just gonna say that. But anyway, that's what she think. But yeah, I've never seen Tanae do for them children. I wish her mom got her own YouTube so she could tell her side. I believe Tanae is lying. Quite frankly, her mother ain't got to have no YouTube. I would allow her my platform to tell her story if she so choose. Because now I've never reached out to her because I really don't know her social media. But I would reach out. I would allow that. I wouldn't want her to disrespect her daughter, but just tell the story. Is it really what she said? Why did she leave her stuff the way she did? You know what? You know Tanae, who Tanae is just by how she handled that. Even when she left her mama house, she left them fucking kids there. You mean you left 5 kids on your mama? A woman who had one child and then once that child was almost grown had another? She can't handle them damn. And then what made you think if you got into it with your mama? I get that that's their grandmother, but she still don't owe you none. Why would you leave your damn kids on that lady? She put you out. That means you and your babies. Now some people. That's a controversial statement. What I just made. Some people feel like that's their grandkids. They should keep them. I mean, maybe she should, but still, she still does not owe Tanae anything. And because she does not owe Tanae anything, you can't make her keep a damn thing. Yeah, they do have a messy situation, cutie, but even still with the messy situation, both of them are complicit in it. Like it's not that the mama do so much wrong and you know it's all on her. No, Tanae is just as complicit in that. She's just as bad. I never see Tanae buy for her kids. Right. She never does. I've never either. And I've watched her. I started watching her before she even had the little boy. I ain't never seen that girl buy shit. Now during income tax, I I remember her saying that she bought the kids some stuff, but I ain't never seen it. Never. That tell you a lot. A mama is always gonna mother. Even when they ain't got shit, they gonna be if they hustling people, if they manipulating to make sure their kids good. That girl when it got braids down to her ass and her daughter hair on the side is fucking 8 out. You mean to tell me you couldn't even go buy the baby some damn miracle drops? Bitch. The fuck? That's a sorry chick. These kids do not ask to come here. They don't ask for this shit. And you can be a deadbeat sorry hoe and they still love you. That's the purest love there is, and you still can't do nothing. You can't buy the baby no miracle drops. Damn, that's fucked up. Or as I be saying sometimes, that's dirty pool right there. Yeah, it is. The only thing about it, Cutie, is that she multipled. But let's look at it. If she didn't, she still would have four, because she got four pregnancies. Excuse me, she's got five pregnancies that we know of. And I bet you she got an AB or two under her belt as well. I'm sorry, I know she just the type. Like I said, she typical A. And when I'm saying typical A, I mean she the ratchet type of A. And when I say A, I mean Atlanta, y'all. She not the ones that see this as a mecca of opportunity, and I'm gonna get out here and get it out the mud, as a lot of people say. That's not her. Mm-mm, no. But yeah, let me go see if I can find that uh, message again, because I wanted to read that to y'all. So I was talking about the Peyton situation. So I had a young lady come into my um, comments, and she said agree, because a part of what I said in the video as an update, it's being put out here that Peyton Marie Charles is involved in a court case with the woman that her ex was in a relationship with. I'm saying ex because that's what we know of. I'm not gonna lie on the lady. I ain't gonna make no shit up. My understanding of the thing is that he cheated. He was with somebody else, and they are apparently maybe not together. Or then maybe they are still together. She just stopped talking about his ass. So I'm gonna say estranged, because I don't want to lie on nobody. I try to be as factual as I can. So anyway, um, a part of my update was saying that I looked in the area that Peyton lives in and all the surrounding counties, and there is no litigation involving Peyton Charles in her government name, because obviously it will be filed in her government name unless it's filed um, from her company, which is her brand, Peyton Marie Charles LLC, right? That is her brand. There is no litigation in either name, because I did still check the other. And there is no current litigation in any name that Peyton has under her real name. Um, and there's none under her company. There was a case several years ago, completely unrelated to this situation. So it's being put out there that she is involved in some type of litigation. I'm gonna have to plug my phone up, it's gonna die. That she's involved in some type of litigation, um, and that a YouTuber, I'm not gonna call her a reaction channel because she's not a reaction channel. She's a YouTuber, as my Jazzy Life say. A reaction channel is a channel that reacts on information, whether it's put out here, whether it's assumed, whether it's asked, whether it's alleged, etc., etc., etc. That ain't what that lady is. She is a YouTuber because she talks about what the hell she want to talk about, even if it ain't a trending whatever. She's not reacting to something going on. She has proved that she's willing to make up shit, like this fake lawsuit. So there's no cases with Peyton and another woman um, in any court in the state of Texas. That's where Peyton lives at. It would be dumb for her to file in Memphis in Tennessee because Peyton don't live there. She owns her home in Texas near Dallas. She works or has her business where she is. So I looked in the area, there's nothing. So then this person sends a message. I agree. I did not see any court activity either. I was a bit confused because just the other day, a person that I watched was asking the viewers if they knew of the female teacher and if they could help her with the lady's information, which is fucking weird. Um, but anyway, she said, and then today there is an entire story about a court case, fiction, not facts. So I just wanted to expound a bit on that because there is not a case. I don't know why people keep saying that there is a case when there's not. As a matter of fact, the lady went and made a t-shirt, y'all, talking about the lady got her foot on Peyton neck. I said, this bitch is weird. But anyway, um, I don't understand why people do some of the shit that they do. I don't know what this does for a person to put fake information out there. Peyton currently has 7 cases filed with the United States Copyright Infringement Court in one of their proceedings. She has 7 cases. None of them deals with no teacher. They actually, no, I said it wrong. She has 9 cases. She has 5 cases on one person. She has 2 cases on one person. She has 1 case on another person and 1 case on another person. So, with that being the case, I don't understand why that information is being put out the way it is. And I just want to expound on that. I went back and looked again because, like I said, someone is constantly coming on her channel um, as a YouTuber, um, putting up that Peyton is in a case with somebody. She said Peyton is a side chick, all type of stuff, right? As a matter of fact, I'm finna have a case against her because I was told that there's information that the lady did a video and it's my voice on the video. And so I did go and look, and it made me feel a ways because all it is my voice on the video. As if I'm either speaking for her. And then in the comments, she says, this is from my video. I took this from my video. No, bitch, you didn't get my voice off of nothing that you own. So when you, what the fuck wrong with you? Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Anyway, y'all, sorry, my daughter just walked in the door looking suspect. Um, so I don't know. That using my voice shit made me feel very uncomfortable. It made me feel as though I was being misrepresented. Also, that the person is using me in concert with their delusional situation that they have going on. It just made me feel very uncomfortable. So I requested that they please just take me off their video, my voice, and they did not. Not only did they not, they did not remove it. So I'm just gonna handle my business accordingly. You know, I'm very me. I ain't so Atlanta, I ain't so nowhere, I'm just me. And you guys, I'm very upfront about my shit and who I am and whatever. I'm a proud person that just tries to carry myself in a decent manner and try to be in a way that I don't have to worry. And that situation does make me worry. It also, it's very weird, and I just don't want to be um, in bed was weird. That's the only way I could think to say that. Anyway, so I just wanted to speak on that video, and I see, damn, I moved it again. Ron, you said I second that, and it's really sad to see the lies being printed when PC doesn't have any court cases pending. Right? Why do that? Why would you do that? And what do you get from that? Yes, when you talk about the young lady, Peyton, you get views. Great. The girl done blocked you. The girl done asked you to please basically leave me the fuck alone. I was respectful to you. I spoke to you. As a young Southern girl, my mama taught me to be, and my grandmama taught me to be respectful. And I've always tried to show you some type of respect as an older woman on my channel. But bitch, you weird. That's basically what Peyton's saying. The girl would tag Peyton like that's some weird shit. Who the fuck does commentary on the person and tag them? I ain't never seen that. And why would you tag them? You could say their name. I put Pete's name in my shit all the time because I'm talking about her ass, but I ain't talking to her ass. Then the lady went live crying and shit. The shit is weird. But anyway, um, I just wanted to speak on that briefly because, like I said, it is weird and very uncomfortable for me, being on somebody's shit like that. And then, uh, her and the Hyena Squad channel had a little back and forth. And honey, she got so mad with Hyena because Hyena put up a picture of her daughter who had apparently been incarcerated. And her daughter don't even have her own kids. She having to rely on government assistance to raise her daughter's children. And it's like it ain't what's the saying, it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, because Hyena talked about you, but she didn't tag you. None of that. And nothing that she put out was doxing you. She didn't talk about dreaming about you. She didn't talk about being in the bed with you, which is all things she said about Peyton. But she struck the hyena lady because she had her daughter's mug shot in the picture. That's some public record, bitch. She the one went to prison. Left them old people on the side of the road. But see, it's like mother like daughter, because both of y'all was drinking and driving. So now you feel the ways. Like that shit ain't cool. Anyway, I just had to speak on that because it ain't no cases out there. But she got 5 pending, finna have 6 because she finna get one from me because I don't play like that. This AI stuff really has people weird. So, you got to be really careful with your persona, yourself, your likeness, and all the things. And when you are being misrepresented, I tried to handle it because I didn't want to be into all that litigation and all this weird stuff. But yeah. Anyway, um, let's see. Who else do we need to talk about before I get up off of here? Let me think. So we're going to be doing an update with Keontae really soon. We're going to be looking at the Peach videos. We're going to bring Miss Zanadia Simone back over to do an update on her. We're going to go see what the Henrys got going on. Um, Wineglass put up some stuff we're going to put up. I'm sure Sauerkraut Sky done probably put up some shit too. We're going to go look at her ass, see what her red ass I put up too, and talk about that too. Also, y'all let me know in the comments what y'all are doing for Christmas. I mean, for Thanksgiving. I told you guys what do I want some damn barbecue sauce for? Don't you want your food? What I got to need barbecue sauce? I'm sorry, y'all. You might want some for your sandwich. What sandwich? For Buc-ee's. I'm sorry, y'all. She done made me lose my train of thought. Bring me some damn barbecue sauce. Has any of you guys been to Bucky's? Tell me what y'all think about Bucky's. That's one thing I want to know that I was gonna ask y'all. And I already asked y'all what are y'all eating for Thanksgiving. I know one person said they was pretty much no turkey, but she is doing ham. Um, like I said, we got to figure out how we gonna do our other non traditional foods, but the one food, the traditional stuff. We out of town, so we gonna have to buy everything. I just thought we ain't got no pots. I don't know about that, child. When y'all staying, are y'all hearing me? Cause y'all don't stop talking to me. When y'all stay in Airbnbs, do y'all use the pots and stuff? Tell me what y'all think about that. Now, of course, washing them, but oh, it's good. And I got some chicken salad from Bucky's, y'all. I didn't know what to expect. They got some weird shit. They had some chicken salad that had pecans and something else in it. I don't even remember what it was, but it was weird. Let me see what you said, Khadijah. You right. I feel like she's have them. She take care. That she have them. She take care of her own kids. Simple as that. Why you laying up in the hotel with chocolate drop? You should be there with them kids. Yes, and if your mama tell you to get the hell on because I don't feel safe with you here, why on earth would you leave your kids knowing that you they mom? I mean, that's crazy. I mean, if anything happens with your children, if you are not allowed at your mom's house, you literally can't go get them. Like that was all. That was just loony to me. I don't know, but that's tonight. Um, so we definitely gonna keep an eye, but we do have a. I'm gonna come back soon with a Keontae update. We are gonna look at my Jazzy life. Um, and our other little people. Now, this is what I'm going to do also. The moms that we have not discussed in a while, I'm going to bring them back. I'm going to bring them back. Probably start back doing my Mommy Sector Monday. We'll discuss them. And then maybe we'll talk about them the next week with a new Mommy Sector Monday. And then maybe vote on who we keep. And recycle them in that way so you guys can decide who y'all want me to talk about. So, yeah. Here's something else I wanted to talk to you guys about. Now, we mentioned what happened in Texas with the mama being put out. We also talked about the other mother in Indiana that actually had to have her baby in the car. They said the doctor and the nurse who escorted her out the hospital are no longer employed at that particular hospital, which don't stop what happened. But at any rate, would you guys like more stories like that? I did. But anyway, let me know what y'all think about those kind of stories as well. And we'll go from there, guys. But I will be sharing tomorrow with you all. This is a new experience for me, so I'm gonna be just as lost as the other babies. I mean, as my daughter. So obviously, I'll be helping where I can. Um, but I still want to share a little something. Um, some of it may be in membership, but I'm gonna at least show a picture of my grands. So, because I love them and I want to share them with you all as much as I can, safely and in a way that my daughter's okay with. Okay. Anyway, guys, thank y'all so very much. Um, we do have a membership for those of you who may see this video and are new, so you can definitely um take advantage of that because obviously you'll get unlimited access to all my videos. But I thank you guys for coming in and chilling with me. I think what I'm gonna also do when we have more comments and things that um you guys, have things to say and I feel like we can expound on them, we'll probably do that as well, okay? I hope you guys enjoy the channel. I hope you have enjoyed this live. And I hope you like the live and share it if you care. Thank y'all so very much for taking the time to chill with me tonight. I will see you all tomorrow in one aspect or another. And then on Monday, we'll be back to business, okay? See y'all in the next one. Bye. I'm looking for the outro. Y'all want to hear this.